Okay, welcome to Gentlemen of Fortune Eras, the pirate game. In fact, the best pirate game since Sid Meier's Civilization back in 1987. This is an offspring to the old classic Sea Dogs series, and yeah, Sea Dogs is a really old game, and they let it go into the public domain, so that has spawned a lot of successors. This is the one I think is the best one. I got it for free actually because I was in their loyalty program, so I've been having this for a year I think, and I've been playing it to and from. There's also a version of Sea Dogs which is rather popular on Steam, which is Sea Dogs to Each His Own. That's a Russian version of Sea Dogs. And yeah, I have that one too, but that one is more based on the storyline of the main character. It isn't as open world as this one is. This one is completely open-ended. I like that. I think that's really excellent. You can go off and do whatever you like actually. Plunder ships, raid towns and colonies, and all the good pirate stuff we want to do. You can even be a trader and all those kinds of things that make the pirate life worth living. Yeah, we're going to get into this. I'm going to kinda explain as we go along, because I'd actually like more people to get into this game, so I'm going to give a bit of a tutorial type deal. I'm not an expert, and we're going to play on quite an easy difficulty level, but otherwise I'm going to explain as far as I know the different functions of the game and how to play it. It's very hard on the higher difficulties. It's very hard. Impossible. I couldn't do that without throwing my computer out the window, I think, because it's very unforgiving. Even on the even on the easier levels, it can be very hard. I tried playing it once, I think, on Captain, but it ended in rage quit. And if you're familiar with my Oblivion Let's Play, you know that if it doesn't go my way, I can easily start swearing and will become really mad. I think we're going to with bow soon, actually. Simply. And yeah, we're going to do it. This is actually a role-playing game to its very core, so there are a lot of characters we can choose from here, and it's they've added a lot of them. I think the base game, the old Sea Dogs game, had 3 characters. Peter Blood was one of them, I remember, and this guy was one of them, and this guy. Yeah, these are the 3 main characters that were in the base game back, well, 10 years ago or something. More than 10 years. We're not going to play any of those, but as you can see, you can have male and even female characters. So yeah, and they all start with... They all have different starting conditions. Like this one starts it at 1665, has 3,000 in the bank, and has a 20-gun corsair Chebec Couleuvre, and she's level 4. Yeah, I'm not going to play a female, but we're going to play an English captain. All the nations here have loads of characters. I think there has to be almost 200 different characters. So the replayability here is immense. This guy has 5,000, and as you can see, their starting stats, or their starting advantages here, are they're a way to control the difficulty level of the game as well, so the replayability is immense. You'd never get tired of this game. Even pirates, this is the pirate faction, they're at war with all the other ones. I don't think I've ever played a pirate. I like the English faction because they have colonies all over the Caribbean and kind of well spread out. So we're going to go for an English captain here, and I have a guy in mind because I like his starting ship. We just need to find him among all of these probably hundreds of characters. This I think was a guy, one of the guys in the base game as well, or in one of the versions of the base game. Peter Blood I think has a story connected to him as well. If they haven't gotten rid of that story, but I think he had a story to him. I played that in one of the older games once. Where's my guy? Yeah, as you can see, lots of characters. I think I've played this guy once. But some of them start with the ships that are way too advanced for them to actually control according to their navigation skill. So a man of war, I don't think this guy could actually effectively control that from the beginning of the game. I don't know what that happens. But as you can see here, 45,000 pieces of 8, that's a lot of gold to start with. But probably a very expensive ship to run as well. He has a letter of commission issued and signed by King Charles himself. Okay, wow, nice. I don't think I played that one, but I played a Dutch guy who looked exactly like that. Where's my guy? Here he is. This is the guy we're going to play because I like his starting ship. We begin in 1680. We have 25,000. And we have the 16-gun colonial brig, the Pride of Boston. And we have a letter of marque ready to go. So yeah, this is the guy we're going to play because I like his ship. We're going to leave him as a corsair. You can choose different roles here. You can read here what they mean. You can even change his nationality here. Merchant would be good if we want to play a trader. I haven't really tried playing a trader for real. I've only done small trading runs to test it out, and it's fun avoiding pirates and stuff. Yeah, we're going with bow soon. We might... Should I leave that? I'm going to leave that where it is. We're going to name our save profile here, Grumpy Scamp Ep02, because I started another profile earlier. So this is going to... I think it actually overwrites, so let's do it like that. We're going with auto reload pistols, so pistols are reloaded automatically during the fight. I have never tried that actually. Want to feel like a real corsair, feel the rush of action and consequence. In this mode you can only save your game on land, in churches. Whatever mistakes you make you'll have to live with. Oh, kind of a Iron Man type deal. We're not going to go with that. If you press the right mouse button you can read here. You get this pop-up and you can read more about what it's all about. So France is ruled by the Sun King Louis the 14th, blah blah blah. Yeah. Constrain NPC heroes and disable auto level. I don't really know what those mean. Sea battles dynamic or tactical. Tactical only takes longer, so we're going with dynamic. But tactical is fun if you want a more thoughtful type of gameplay. But I don't think for video purposes that will be really to our advantage here. So we're going to go with dynamic battles. The sea battles are actually quite long, and hard anyway. Enemy encounters. Few, standard or frequent. I think we'll go with standard. Or few. Nah, let's just keep it as standard. See where we get with that. Okay, so I think we've actually chosen this is only the basis of our character. We're going to design him a bit more later on here. He's English, and we're going to press OK. This profile name exists, so we're going to overwrite that with our new profile. And get into the game here. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to have our first fencing match.
Down.
Yeah.
We've got patrols all around.
How do we now? I'm not going to read out all the dialogue. I'm just going to skip a lot of it, not reading it, but some of the more important dialogue I'm going to read. Now this is our quartermaster, and he wants he introduces us now to the game here, and we obviously had a concussion, so my head is spinning here, and we are going to create our hero here with check my health, create my type of hero. Oh yeah, I don't remember, one of these were really important. You have 7 points here now to spend on these different things. Now if you're familiar with role-playing games, you will know how this works pretty much. So this is the basis of the role-playing action we have in this game, and yeah, our capabilities here affects everything, and pressing the right mouse button again will bring up these helpful notifications here. So since I remember there was one of these that was considered really important, but since I don't remember that, I'm going to kind of level them out here across the board. Authority, charisma, the sum of a manly wounded physiognomy, and a nicely balanced tongue. Okay, so that's his leadership ability, and this is how much he could carry, and all the other stuff. It's like Oblivion or Skyrim, how much he can carry, how hard he hits. So we might want to pull that up to 9 even, because he's a pirate. Insight, perception, that I think was how well his aim is during sea battles. Clear sight and hearing. Without a good eye, the cannonballs will hardly fly in the enemy's direction. Yeah, so I kind of want to pull that up a bit too. Talent is 5 here now. Reaction, I think that was the one that was really important. Okay, light weapons, medium, pistols and boarding. Affects maximum amount of energy. Okay, I'm going to leave that at 9, I think, because I'm a pirate guy. Pirate and power and reaction would be the most important here. And we also get to choose one ability here. There are masses of them, and as we level up during the game, we are going to get to upgrade our character with more of these different abilities. Like this one for an example, or this one. It doesn't say here what they do. I think if you double click them, yeah, lowers the potential for mutiny due to non-payment and hunger. Okay, we're never going to have a mutiny, I hope. We're not going to pick that one. In fact, we're going to pick a very basic one, and that's this one, basic defensive art. Received damage decreases by 10%, and that's what we want in the beginning here. As for ship abilities, these are the abilities that are concerned with how we run our ship and that good stuff. So we have 5 points to spend here And we already have the Jolly Roger. We can hoist the Jolly Roger, the pirate flag, and the English one. And as the game progresses, it might be to our advantage to get the other flags as well. Maybe Spanish, to be able to sail into Spanish ports unharassed and so on. Portuguese. Now Portugal is a nation they've actually added in this game, in this version. So the Portuguese are entirely new. I wish they add Denmark and Sweden as well. That would be really nice. We can also have a personal flag here. For now we're not going to do that. We're going to choose probably some very basic ones here, like basic commerce. That's very good. We pick that and you see they light up as we pick them. Longer plank I think is really good, but where's the musket volley? Before we board a ship we'll be able to fire a musket volley at the enemy crew, but where is it? I want that one. Can't find it. Oh, there it is, musket volley. Yeah. Oh, but that actually has a prerequisite, and that's God of Death, so we need to have God of Death first. I want the shredder too. We have 4 left. God of Death and the musket volley, because I like those. What did God of Death do? Increase damage to enemy crew by 15%. Oh, I like that, because I like grape shot and shooting down the enemy crew and then boarding. Now we're going with shredder to take out their sails, because that's the kind of stuff I like too. And we have one more. I think we're going with longer plank, so we can board them from a further away. I think we're going with this. It's okay. If we done mistakes, we can easily correct them later on as the game progresses. It's a role-playing game, so we're going to shape him exactly as we want him. Okay, I think we're going to go into the game now. I think we're good with
What will
this
your orders
now.
be, Captain?
We are now going to have a very simple type of fencing match against this guy and our friend here in front of us. I'm going to explain the fencing later on, but not right now. I'm just going to do the fencing match so we can get on shore and see where we are. Lots of dialogue. I think I might want to move a bit here. This first fencing match is really quite easy. There we go.
Good to see you, Captain.
Ah, okay, he wants to do another fencing match, does he? 2 opponents at the same time. Let's try that. Is he shooting at his own?
Rest in peace.
No, you rest in peace. Oh, jeez, he got there, didn't he? There we go. That wasn't too hard, but a bit harder
Captain,
than on Sailor
You and I
difficulty.
need to talk.
You're one gifted fellow. No, I'm really not very talented, and I'm really not very good at this game, but I'm no expert. Okay, we're going ashore now. Now we're going to enter the colony and see where we are. So we are at Trinidad and Tobago. Look at that excellently beautiful colony right there. We move our character around with WASD, of course. That, I think, is our ship. And yeah, this is... okay, Trinidad and Tobago is an English colony. The English flag flying over the colony there, in the distance. And English redcoats guarding. Look at this. So we're running around now, and I can also enter first person mode. I don't really like it because it has a certain head bob. I think this guy forgot his musket. That one too. Where are your muskets? That's weird. Oh, this is a nice looking colony right here.
If only my husband didn't drink
Would you like to
so
spend some
much.
time together? Yeah. No, not right now. She's not even that pretty. Yeah, this game is very straightforward with some very adult themes like prostitution and slavery and alcohol and drug use, stuff like that. So it's not very... although it looks a bit cute, the entire game, it's not very suitable for children, for an example. It's very straightforward, and I for one like that. The political incorrectness at times. And as you can see, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and it's in all its classic simplicity. This is what games look like 10 years ago, but yeah, I find it absolutely stunning anyway. So yeah, we have a couple of menus we have to go through now. Yeah, that's our ship. So pressing F2, you get this menu. And this is very basic, self-explanatory. This is the character sheet, if you will. But here's our ship. Pressing here, we get our ship. This is the Pride of Boston, our ship. We can even rename it here. I'm going to rename it after my cat. And well, the Elder Scrolls. So it's going to be Azura Star. And this is the inventory we're carrying on our ship in our cargo holds right now and stuff. So we can see here that we have a lot of ammunition, but not enough. These are the different types of ammunition. I'm going to explain those a lot later. This is the powder we need to actually fire our cannons with these ammunition types. And we have food here, and we have weapons for the crew when we board enemy ships and so on. We have medicine for the crew. We need these, but we need another ingredient here as well, and we need rum, because no pirate crew can live without rum. So that's what we need to go and buy. And cacao and leather, we can sell these. I don't know why they are in our cargo hold, but we can freely sell them here to the trader. Here we can raise morale. As we can see, our morale with our 8 men is heroic right now, so that's we don't have to raise that. But 8 men, if we take a look here, crew, we have 8 guys. That's that number. We need 8 guys to actually maneuver the ship, to sail it around, and the maximum on our ship is 100. That's weird. The stats of this ship changes for every game. Ooh, that's interesting. I have never noted that before, but I played this character a couple of days ago to check him out again, and at that point, in my previous game, this ship could actually take 120 men and only 8 pounders. Now the ship can carry 12 pounders, because here's the maximum. This is the maximum guns we can have. So we can have 12 pounders, 16 of them. But this is what we have, 4-pounders and we have 60. 4-pounders are good at the start, they're quite okay. If we double click here we get up this cannon control, so we can shift our cannons around. If some of them get damaged or we buy new ones, we'll be using this screen here. As we can see here, hull needs to be repaired and our sails are full capacity. Maneuverability and speed are very low right now, and that's because we have only 8 guys sailing the ship, and also because of our own navigation skill. Our navigation skill right now is only 5. That's plus 20. Plus 20. That plus thing there probably comes from some of the items we're carrying, personal items we are carrying. So that's good. We're going to work on this. If we hold our right mouse button here, we can see that to maneuver a class 6 ship we require a navigation skill of 1. And to maneuver a class 5 ship we require a 25 navigation skill. We have 5. And our ship is a class 6. So we're lucky there. Some of the characters start out with ships that are way beyond their ability, way beyond their navigation skill, and I don't know why, but that's the case. In that case I usually sell the ship and buy something cheap. So we're pretty crappy right now, but we're going to start building this character up. We're best at light weapons and heavy weapons. As for swords and pistols, sorry, just swords. Swords, axes, melee weapons. Pistols is a different thing here. We are at an 8. They're luck 6, stealth 7. We are probably not going to use stealth a whole lot with this guy. We have a logbook here. Yeah, nothing in there. All the quests we have going come up here. This is what loans we have taken from the bank and what savings we have in the bank, because you can open bank accounts and stuff, and they're really deep sort of stuff. This you get like percentages on your money and stuff. It's really deep. Yeah, this is only how many forts we have destroyed and ships we have sunk and soldiers we've killed, all that good stuff, and ships we have stored at different shipyards throughout the Caribbean. Yeah, and our nation, we are English, and we are at peace with France. We are at war with Spain. We are at war with Holland or the Netherlands, and we are at war with the pirate faction. We are allied to Portugal. That means allied, best buddies. And Portugal is at peace with everyone except for the pirate faction there. Yeah. We can even change the flag on our ship here to the 2. We only have 2 flags right now, so we're going to keep our English banner flying there. Trade. Here we are going to get each and every city is going to be represented here as we get to know them and as we get information about them, and then all the trade goods and the prices and stuff is going to be in here, so we can easily make decisions if we want to trade between cities. I'll show that later on. We don't need to do that now. These are our personal items. So we have our mortuary sword equipped, and that's an English dag pistol, and our cheap spyglass. We have more stuff. These are the things we have on our person. The diving helmet, for an example, I don't know what we're going to do with that, so we're probably going to sell it. We have a good spyglass and a cheap spyglass. So I think we're going to change out the cheap for the good one here. We're going to equip the good one instead. So yeah, and we're going to go off and sell much of this stuff because some of it is pretty much useless. We have some English silver crowns. They will sell for a good price. We have stuff like this. This I don't know if this actually does anything, but this one actually increases our leadership by 10, so that's good to have. We're going to keep that, and this one as well, and so on. But old bucket, we can easily sell that. Yeah, I didn't get very far in this video, but I've explained a couple of things here to the best of my knowledge, and in the next episode we're going to go off and explore this.
What do you need, sir?
What? You look like a savvy captain. Would an inexpensive ship for sale interest you? No? No, answer is no. I have a ship already. So yeah, in the next episode we're going to go off and explore the colony and see what we can find here and what we can do. Okay, I thank you for watching this one.